Hey everyone, Chris here. We are making a mess. Look at this giant mess we're making. But mostly we're working on these shelves back here. Taking stuff off, wiping everything down, and making it nicer, prettier, less moldy. So my herb garden is pretty much dead except for the rosemary, which can last anything, and chives, which can come back to life at the briefest hint of niceness. We got all of our books, and then other stuff behind there, and then more books behind the plants, and then some of our cooking stuff, and then our flags up there. And then we have all of the crap that was up there, and the crap that was up there spilled into the galley. So I gotta figure out what to do with all this stuff. But for now, there's tea, because just doing that wiped me out. Today's Tuesday. My class started yesterday, so one day in, students don't usually have questions. I'm not expecting students to need me until probably Friday or Saturday. Their first assignment is due on Sunday, so Friday and Saturday is usually when I get hammered the most, which is good. And I've had all these students before, so they're all good. And then what else are we doing? We get 50 knot winds coming tonight, so we're all tucked in here good. And I'm just going to see how much of this stuff I'm going to keep and throw away, and how much I'm going to give away. So, I don't know. Here's the question. Oops, wrong button. Now that that hammock is gone, that spot really would be a good spot for a TV, because it's like right in front of me. And if it's on an arm, then I could watch TV from the kitchen while I'm cooking. I could lounge at the table over there and watch TV while I was doing whatever crafty thing I'm watching about how to do. I could sit here. I don't know. I'm really thinking about it. But CES is going on, and Roku is announcing all new TVs, so I'm hoping that their existing TVs drop in price rapidly. So if they drop low enough, maybe I'll buy a TV. I don't know. I'm also thinking about when the boys disappear and are off doing their own thing. So we haven't had a TV in 3 years, and before that, I was the only one who watched TV, and it was not very often. So, I don't know. I think I'm just bored from my injury, so maybe I'll wait till after the injury is healed. Anyway, I'm gonna chill here and look for something to clean that is easy. It doesn't take a lot of effort. And then the plan was to go through all of the stuff, like the underseat kind of stuff and all that stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think the only ones I'm going to do, which would kind of be cabinet-wise, are I'll go through the galley cabinet, specifically that one right there, because I'm sure there's stuff I can throw away that we don't need anymore. Then underneath the electric toaster oven air fryer combo unit, there's a storage unit. I'm going to go in there just to check on it, see if our anti-moisture stuff is working, because it got really bad in there before. And then we have in here is spare. Oh, Jesus. This was going to be one of our big projects that we're not going to be able to do now. Was we were going to put a permanent steel bimini and redo our canvas, and we were going to have a permanent mount done for the ham radio antenna and the Starlink antenna. And then all of this temporary gaffing tape was going to come out. Summer. Not too much longer. But anyway, the cabinet in here, I'm going to take everything out and go through it all. Or what I'll probably do is sit myself on the floor, have Liam take everything out, and then I will look at it and decide what we're doing with it all. And then I'll organize the drawers and hand the drawers back to Liam. And hopefully we'll thin it out and make things easier to find. Because the last thing you want is to need something in an emergency and like open the drawer and have crap fall out on you and not find what you need. Because right now, it's pretty bad. I'll show you how bad it's gotten. I wish I could say that this was all because of my injury, but no. This was 6 months of neglect and just throwing whatever we could in here. So this cabinet definitely needs a good going through. Spare parts, everything from butyl tape, jumper cables, rigging tape, to our lovely vacuum cleaner, and all kinds of everything. At least, though, with the electronics in here, it doesn't get too wet and moldy in here, because that keeps it dry. Anyway, random 5200 that just fell out. So we need a lot of that stuff, most of that stuff. But we might be able to spread some of it out. We have a couple of spots that we don't really get to, and like have kind of empty because they're hard to be accessible. So we might move some of the stuff we'll never use there. And yeah, projects for this week. Anyway, I was supposed to be drinking tea and resting. All right, there we go. I'm gonna rest. Maybe I'll have Liam do work, but I'll watch. Anyway, hope everyone is having a good day, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.